Hello and welcome to In Depth. I'm Teena Jha. It's been a nightmare monsoon for Kerala. Since the 30th of May, rains, floods and landslides have killed 373 people in the state, 223 since the 8th of August. According to the National Disaster Management Authority, 54 lakh people have been affected by the massive floods in the 14 districts of the state. 13 lakh people have been forced to shelter in relief camps. The damage is estimated at more than 20,000 crore rupees, forcing the centre to declare the devastating floods a calamity of severe nature. And now, with rains easing and water receding in some areas, Kerala faces a daunting task of recovery. But what has caused this mammoth disaster? Where does the state stand in the roads to its recovery? And what are the precautions that people must take to stay safe after the floods? We'll analyse in today's In Depth. Kerala has sought a package of 2,600 crore rupees from the centre under the centrally sponsored schemes, including Manrega. This was decided in a meeting of the state cabinet. Prime Minister Narendra Modi and two other union ministers have collectively announced interim assistance of 680 crore rupees for the state so far. Nearly 11 lakh people, including 2.12 lakh women and 1 lakh children below 12 years of age, are housed in over 3,200 relief camps. Though the rains have now eased in the past 2 days, vast swathes of land in several districts remain submerged still. However, most of those marooned have been evacuated, and the state government and defence forces say rescue efforts will continue till the last person is brought to safety.
The Kerala government has sought a 2,600 crore rupees special package from the centre, even as the state struggles to find its feet. Chief Minister Pinarayi Vijayan chaired a meeting of the state cabinet on Tuesday to take stock of the situation. Vijayan also said a special session of the state assembly has been convened on August 30th.
2,600 കോടി രൂപയുടെ പ്രത്യേക പാക്കേജാണ് ഇപ്പോൾ ആവശ്യപ്പെടുന്നത്. ഇതോടൊപ്പം ഒരു മഹാപ്രളയം നമുക്ക് നേരിടേണ്ടി വന്ന സാഹചര്യത്തിൽ ദുരിതാശ്വാസം, പുനരധിവാസം, പുനർനിർമ്മാണം ഇവയെല്ലാം ചർച്ച ചെയ്യുന്നതിനായി ആഗസ്റ്റ് 30-ന് പ്രത്യേക നിയമസഭാ സമ്മേളനം വിളിച്ചു ചേർക്കാൻ ഗവർണറോട് ശുപാർശ ചെയ്യാൻ തീരുമാനിച്ചിട്ടുണ്ട്.
As the state drowned in unprecedented misery, Onam, the festival that brings together people of all religious faiths, castes and creed, has been washed away. Official celebrations have been cancelled. The money saved will now be spent on flood relief.
ഓണിലോട് വരണമെന്ന് ഒരു 10-15 ലോറിനകത്ത് വരും. ഈ പ്രാവശ്യം അങ്ങനെ ഇല്ല. എന്നുവെച്ചാൽ അത് ആ ഫസ്റ്റ് വന്നത് തന്നെ അത് വന്ന സാധനം തീർക്കാനാണ് നോക്കുന്നത്. അത് കഴിഞ്ഞ് അതിന് പിന്നെ കുറവാണ് പറഞ്ഞത്.
കേരളം അനുഭവിച്ച ഏറ്റവും വലിയൊരു ദുരന്തത്തിന് ഞങ്ങൾക്കും അതിൽ പങ്കാളിയാവാൻ സാധിച്ചു. എൻ്റെ വീട്ടിലും വെള്ളം കയറുകയുണ്ടായി. അപ്പോൾ ഇതിനേക്കാളും വളരെ പരിതാപകരമായിരുന്നു മറ്റ് ജില്ലകളിൽപ്പെട്ട ആൾക്കാർ. അതുകൊണ്ട് ആ നഷ്ടമാണെങ്കിലും ഞങ്ങൾക്കതിലൊരിക്കലും സങ്കടം.
ഞങ്ങളുടെ ഏറ്റവും വലിയ ജീവിതമാർഗ്ഗമാണ് ഈ കച്ചവടം. അതിന് ഈ ഓണം പെരുന്നാൾ പ്രമാണിച്ച് ഞങ്ങൾ മാക്സിമം സാധനം ഇറക്കിയിട്ടുണ്ട്. യാദൃശ്യമായിട്ടാണ് ഇങ്ങനെ ഒരു സംഭവം ചരിത്രത്തിലുണ്ടാകുന്ന സംഭവമാണ് ഒരു സംഭവം ഉണ്ടായത്. ഞങ്ങളുടെ കട കംപ്ലീറ്റ് കാര്യമാക്കി. ഇനി ഞങ്ങൾക്ക് എങ്ങനെ മുന്നോട്ട് കൊണ്ടുപോകുന്നത് ഞങ്ങൾക്ക് അറിയില്ല. ഇതിൽ നിന്ന് എന്തെങ്കിലും ഞങ്ങൾക്കൊരു സഹായം കിട്ടുന്നതാണ് ഞങ്ങളുടെ ഒരു സംഘടനകളുടെ അഭിപ്രായം.
The devastating deluge that hit the state on August 8 has left 223 people dead so far, also forcing over 10 lakh out of their homes and into relief camps. With the waters now receding in most parts, road and rail services have resumed, but clearing houses of the debris washed up by surging flood water is a daunting task.
पूरा पानी है, भरा हुआ हम लोग का घर पूरा पानी है. हम लोग का बैठने को भी जगह नहीं है, इतना तक पानी है. हम लोग को कुछ खाने को मांगते, पीने को मांगते, பெட் नहीं है. पूरा सब पानी में भर गया.
நான் 3 வருஷமா அந்த இடத்துல தான் நான் வாழ்ந்துகிட்டு இருக்கேன். நான் 10-12,000 ரூபாய்க்குள்ள தையல் தொழிலாளி. நான் ரொம்ப கஷ்டப்பட்டு வாழ்றவன். எப்போ போல 2 காலும் முடியாதது. இருந்த வீடு அட்ரஸ் இல்லாம போயிருச்சு. எங்களால் ஒன்றும் செய்ய முடியாது. கொடுத்துட்ட துணி கூட ஆளுக்கு கொடுத்து தராக போட்டுருக்கோம். என் பொம்பளையால் அனாதபடத்தில் விட்டுருக்கோம். ஒரு வாழருக்கு ஒரு வழியும் இல்லை. ஒன்றுமே எங்களால் செய்ய முடியாத சூழ்நிலை. என்னதான் செய்யணும், என்னதான் செய்யணும் சொல்லவே முடியாத ஒரு சூழ்நிலையில் இருக்கும்.
Efforts are on to resume communication services and power and water supply. Distribution of relief material has also been stepped up as the people pick up the pieces of their lives and try to put it back together. Local collectives have been constituted to help residents clean up their homes and disinfect water sources. Medical teams have also begun fanning out across the districts. Bureau Report, Rajya Sabha TV.
Water levels have receded in some areas in Kerala, prompting some people in relief camps to return home. But what they are now faced with is the mammoth task of rebuilding their lives. Most people have lost their homes. Those whose homes remain have lost valuables, including important documents. The Kerala government is asking people in relief camps to stay away from their homes until drinking water, gas pipelines and electricity wirings are made safe. However, with rainwater receding in some areas, people have started re-entering their homes. Many have found electrical appliances and furniture ruined. Thick layers of sludge and slime are covering the houses. Incidents of snake bites have also been reported from Ernakulam and Thrissur districts. People have been advised to take precautions to avoid such dangers. The first would be not to drive into flood-affected areas. Even if water has receded in one area, another one may not be safe. Taking a vehicle in flood-ravaged areas can endanger lives. If water had entered your home, it is crucial to disinfect the place. Flood water contains sewage and pathogens that can cause water-borne diseases. Maintain hygienic and sanitary precautions until the cleanup is complete. Ensure electrical safety with the help of electricians before switching on the main switches or household appliances. Check for gas leaks. Avoid lighting matches and using electric appliances unless you are sure there is no fire hazard in flood-affected residences and facilities. The government has also issued a caution on using generators. Watch out for hidden reptiles, in particular snakes, inside homes or shelves, storage spaces, etc. In areas where the water is knee-deep, add bleaching powder or salt to it. It works as an effective disinfectant and also prevents bacterial diseases from getting transmitted. You should be especially careful if you have open wounds. They could get infected when exposed to flood waters. After cleaning, try and cover these wounds with a waterproof bandage. Also take care to not touch electrical equipment if your hands or clothes are wet or if you are standing in water. If you must walk through, try to avoid gushing water. It is also a good idea to carry a stick to check the path ahead of you for bumps and holes. Doctors suggest it is important that people consume freshly cooked food that's been heated to boiling point. Refrigerated food must be avoided as much as possible. Sanitize your hands before and after cooking. For those whose food stock is running low, take a liter of boiled water and add 5 to 6 spoons of sugar and 1 spoon of salt. Drinking this at regular intervals will help in ensuring you are hydrated. For those with access to medicines, stock up on ORS packets to prevent diarrhea and antiemetic drugs to prevent vomiting. If there is no or little access to drinking water, people can place containers on their terrace to collect rainwater. This can then be boiled and filtered for use. Although boiling water and then filtering it is more effective, in cases where people have no access to gas or heating mechanisms, filtering water using the folds of a cotton sari is advisable. This will help reduce the chance of cholera and other waterborne diseases. The State Health Department has constituted ground-level guiding and supervising teams, each with 3 to 5 members, including accredited social health activist worker, Arogya Sena member, elected ward member, NGO volunteer and a mandatory health staff. Each team is responsible for supervising activity in 100 houses and can subdivide responsibility among themselves. However, this is going to take few days or even weeks. For people looking to return home and rebuild their lives, the immediate need is for ready-to-eat cooked food, clothes and an army of electricians, plumbers and carpenters. Bureau Report, Rajya Sabha TV. While Kerala is reeling under the devastating deluge, the tragedy has also witnessed the emergence of many heroes who are working relentlessly to save lives and provide relief. Here's a look at the unsung heroes of the Kerala floods and how a nation is standing united to help a state facing a severe calamity.
rowing thousands of people to safety in the submerged state, the real heroes of Kerala. The devastating floods in God's own country saw fishermen turning saviors, navigating flood waters in single-engine boats to rescue trapped people, even in remote areas where the naval choppers could not reach. The fishermen have saved thousands of lives in the worst-hit areas of Chenganur, Kuttanad, Chalakudi, Mala, Kodungallur, Aluva, North Paravur and Alapura, among others. Recognizing their efforts, the state government is honoring the community for its vital role in rescue operations.
There are many people who are still trapped in their houses in many places. I hope they get their help very soon. We couldn't stay there anymore, and I am thankful for the people who brought us out of there.
Several teams of skilled divers also joined the operations to rescue hundreds of victims trapped in the most inaccessible parts of the flood-ravaged state. A team of 25 professional divers focused on providing rescue, relief and support in Kuttur, where an overflowing Manimala river submerged large swathes of land.
So we are going into the places where people cannot reach. Yeah, they are like newborn babies, even old patients, and like so many people are there. They are not getting enough, the medical support, medical aid. So yesterday, day before, last 2-3 days, what we are doing, we are recovering them from the house. They got trapped in the top floor because ground floor is fully flooded. The top floor, we are picking up from the house directly and putting them in their relatives' house or in the camps.
The Indian Defence Forces are also putting in their best efforts to rescue the trapped people. Thousands of personnel of the Navy, Air Force, Army, NDRF and Central Armed Police Forces are engaged in the rescue operations across the state. The Indian Navy has also opened its Kochi airbase INS Garuda for commercial flights on Monday, offering a ray of hope to the flood victims.
The airport is now again back into civil operations, and a substantial amount of work has been undertaken to ensure that the dispersal and all the facilities are available, so that all support is given for the aircraft to operate from there.
Many NGOs are working round the clock to provide relief to flood victims. Aid is also pouring in for the flood-hit state, and not just from the country. UAE has offered $100 million aid to rebuild Kerala. Qatar announced $5 million as aid for the state. The Maldives offered $50,000 assistance to Kerala. In China, the Indian diaspora, in association with the Malayali Association, raised over 14 lakh rupees for the welfare of flood relief victims. After undertaking an aerial survey of the state on Saturday, Prime Minister Narendra Modi announced a financial aid of 500 crore rupees for the state. Home Minister Rajnath Singh announced an aid of 100 crore rupees on 12th August. The Prime Minister also offered ex gratia of 2 lakh rupees for the family of those killed in the floods and 50,000 rupees for the severely injured. Insurance companies have been directed to hold special camps to assess and ensure timely release of compensation. The National Highways Authority of India has been asked to repair the main national highways damaged due to the floods on a priority basis. Rajya Sabha Chairman M. Venkaiah Naidu and Lok Sabha Speaker Sumitra Mahajan have called upon all MPs to donate for Kerala. They also donated a month's salary to the Kerala Relief Fund.
We appeal to the members of the Parliament to contribute generously from their MP-led funds for relief and rehabilitation works in the affected areas of Kerala as permissible under the MP-lad's guidelines, and also to consider donating their 1 month's salary for this noble and humanitarian cause.
Many states also pitched in with their contributions. Telangana has offered 25 crore rupees. Uttar Pradesh is contributing 15 crore rupees. Uttarakhand 5 crore rupees. Gujarat has given 10 crore rupees. Maharashtra has offered help of 20 crore rupees. Jharkhand and Odisha have provided assistance of 5 crore rupees each. The Delhi government has also given 10 crore rupees, while Rajasthan and Madhya Pradesh have also given 10 crore rupees each. Kerala's neighbouring state Tamil Nadu has offered help of 5 crore rupees. The Indian Railways has said all relief material will be delivered free of cost to Kerala. Employees of the Central Railways have also decided to contribute parts of their salary for the flood-battered state. Doing their bit, the judges of the Supreme Court also contributed 25,000 rupees each for flood relief. Bureau Report, Rajya Sabha TV.
As floodwaters continue to recede in parts of Kerala, the state now faces the biggest challenge of reconstructing destroyed infrastructure and rehabilitating lakhs of people rendered homeless. Besides this, there is also a concern of waterborne diseases given the lack of clean drinking water. Animal carcasses and mosquitoes are also a big danger.
A merciless monsoon has caused a deluge in Kerala. The floods have caused colossal damage to the picturesque coastal state that depends heavily on tourism. The infrastructure has suffered multiple fractures. But after days of the unending nightmare, the good news is that water levels are receding in the state. The rescue operations are also coming to a close. But the bad news is that worst is far from being over. Returning to battered homes and starting afresh amid the devastation is the first scary thought. The state has reportedly suffered a loss of nearly 20,000 crore rupees. To reconstruct the destroyed infrastructure and rehabilitating lakhs of people is a gigantic task for the state government. The priority now is to restore power and water supply, cleaning drinking water sources and damaged houses. Chief Minister Pinarayi Vijayan has pointed out that the state's economy has suffered the biggest blow. Indicating the rebuilding Kerala will be a Herculean task, he said the cost of constructing and reviving activities will amount to 1-year plan outlay of the state.
Prevention means rehabilitation, main thing, because mental trauma cases will be there and so many diseases will be there. So first of all, we should take care about the alive people. Second one, they should be rehabilitated. They should be given proper compensate to compensate their crops, their houses, dwelling houses, their land, and all these things they should compensate very sympathetical manner.
The other major challenge is to maintain sanitation and to prevent the spread of disease. The State Health Department is anticipating the worst ever epidemic in the flood-affected areas. The biggest threat is not in the relief camps, but when they go back home. All the drinking water sources have been contaminated, and the risk of the epidemic emanates from the water they use. The Health Department has decided to give focus on cleaning of houses as a top priority.
ഹോസ്പിറ്റലൈസ് ചെയ്യണമെങ്കിൽ താലൂക്ക് ഹോസ്പിറ്റലിൽ പകർച്ചവ്യാധികൾ ഉണ്ടാകുമ്പോൾ ഐസൊലേഷൻ വാർഡുകൾ ക്രമീകരിച്ചുകൊണ്ട് താലൂക്ക് ഹോസ്പിറ്റൽ തലത്തിൽ നിന്ന് തുടങ്ങി ഐസൊലേഷൻ വാർഡുകൾ സെറ്റ് ചെയ്യാനാണ് തീരുമാനിച്ചത്. അപ്പോൾ അപൂർവം ചിലയിടത്ത് അങ്ങനെ വളരെ വ്യാപകമായിട്ട് ഇപ്പോൾ പറഞ്ഞിട്ടില്ല, പക്ഷേ അപൂർവം ചിലയിടത്ത് അത്തരത്തിലുള്ള ചില കേസുകൾ റിപ്പോർട്ട് ചെയ്തത് ഉടനെ തന്നെ ഹോസ്പിറ്റലുകളിലേക്ക് മാറ്റിയിട്ടുണ്ട്. അവിടെ അതിനാവശ്യമായിട്ടുള്ള ചുമതലയും ആരോഗ്യവകുപ്പിൻ്റെ പ്രവർത്തകർക്ക് നിർദ്ദേശിച്ചിട്ടുണ്ട്.
The state, which is already grappling with vector-borne diseases like dengue and chikungunya, now also faces the threat of water-borne diseases, with public health experts warning of an outbreak of cholera, typhoid and hepatitis. According to the Directorate of Health Services, Kerala has already recorded 846 cases of dengue fever, 191,945 cases of acute diarrheal diseases and 518 cases of malaria. Health experts have said that hygiene should be maintained to keep diseases at bay. Non-governmental organizations have also come forward to help people in flood-hit areas. In areas like Wayanad and Alappuzha, doctors have been conducting medical camps and providing medical treatment. In some places, doctors have had to provide medical assistance in boats. To support the health department, the WHO has sent a 13-member team to the state. The State Health Department has decided to set up medical camps in all the flood-affected areas, and medical teams have covered all relief centers. Bureau Report, Rajya Sabha TV.
The question that arises is, how did the floods become so destructive? While heavy rains and water released from dams are the immediate causes, the consistent exploitation of the environment is also said to be a big factor in this large-scale deluge. We leave you with this report. Thanks for watching.
Kerala experienced unusually high rainfall since early August. The ensuing floods have resulted in the loss of over 300 lives, besides causing severe damage. According to the government, there hasn't been a flood of this scale in the last 90 years. The government has termed the situation of Kerala very serious. The state has so far received 37.5% excess rainfall in just 2.5 months since the southwest monsoon made a landfall in May end. Some districts, such as Idukki, have received 83.5% excess rainfall. August rainfall in the state so far has been 2.5 times the normal for the period. On August 16, Kerala received 137 millimeters rainfall, which is 10 times more than normal rainfall in one day. Till August 17, the average rainfall was 175% more than the normal.
It is a highly exceptional rainfall activity in the month of August over Kerala state. If you compare till 17 August, the rainfall departure from the normal conditions was 170%. And after 17, there has been decrease in rainfall. Therefore, as on today, the rainfall departure from the normal condition is 164%. If you compare this rainfall departure with the past years of 1875 onwards, we find that in 1931, the rainfall over Kerala in the month of August was 175% excess from the normal. After that, this is the year where you have got such kind of highly excess and exceptional rainfall activity.
The state government has estimated a loss of 20,000 crore rupees, with Idukki, Kozhikode, Wayanad, Malappuram, Ernakulam, Pattanamthitta, Alappuzha and Thrissur districts being the worst affected in the Kerala floods. According to the Met Department, the deluge caught Kerala unprepared, particularly because it has been progressively getting less monsoon rainfall over the years. The incessant rains caused the rivers to overflow. There are a total of 41 rivers in Kerala which meet the Arabian Sea. There are 80 dams on these rivers. The excess rainfall resulted in all the dams filling up to the capacity by August 10. It compelled the authorities to open the floodgates and release excess water that inundated the low-lying areas, causing a huge humanitarian crisis. For the first time in history, 35 of the 42 dams were opened. In Idukki, one of the main theatres of the tragedy, all 5 overflow gates of Idukki Dam were opened after a gap of 26 years. The opening of these dams compounded the misery already caused by rainfall.
State government has not given any eye and ear towards the authorities to the challenges given to them earlier. The Gadkil report is very much clear, which was given to the state government. I am sorry to say that they have not seen even that report. If they have seen the report, then this havoc, this situation should not be there. And even then, state government has given so many warnings about it. Moreover, Met Department has given the warning, and moreover, there is a act, NDMA Act, NDMA Policy 2009. All these things were given to the state government, and it is very much clearly written in this thing how to prepare from the disaster, such type of disasters, such type of crisis management, how to deal. It is written in that, but they have not think over it. They have not taken bother to even read the one book or one chapter about it.
In February 2010, then Environment Minister Jairam Ramesh attended a public meeting in Kotagiri in Tamil Nadu, organized mainly by those associated with Save the Western Ghats group. Speakers pointed out to threats to the ecosystem from construction, mining, industries, real estate and hydropower. After the meeting, Ramesh set up the Western Ghats Ecology Expert Panel under Madhav Gadkil. The panel was asked to make an assessment of the ecology and biodiversity of the Western Ghats and suggest measures to conserve, protect and rejuvenate the entire range that stretches to over 1,500 kilometers along the coast, with its footprints in Gujarat, Maharashtra, Goa, Karnataka, Kerala and Tamil Nadu. None of the 6 concerned states agreed with the recommendations of the Gadgil Committee, which submitted its report in August 2011. In August 2012, then Environment Minister Jayanti Natarajan constituted a high-level working group on Western Ghats under Kasturi Rangan to examine the Gadgil Committee report in a holistic and multidisciplinary fashion in the light of responses received from states, central ministries and others. This committee submitted its report in April 2013. But many states opposed it, saying that due to the implementation of this report, the population of the Western Ghats in the sensitive areas of the Western Ghats will be displaced from their residence. Environmental experts say that had the report of the Gadgil Committee been implemented to preserve the ecologically fragile area, then such tragedy could have been limited.
So far as I know, the Gadgil report, they sensitized the government about these ecologically sensitive areas of Kerala, and they said that the ecology must be preserved, the forest, the mining should be stopped, so that the slopes of the hills, they are able to retain the water. If you do mining, ruthless mining, and cut the trees, then the water cannot stay there, and it will come down the slope and it will flood the low-lying areas. So such reports are to be taken very seriously by the governments.
The most horrific floods in Kerala so far came in 1924. Then there was record 3,368 millimeters rainfall in the state. The entire state was flooded for 3 weeks. According to an estimate, at that time, thousands of people died. Bureau Report, Rajya Sabha TV.